Now this is some DJing. Oh my. What did I just watch? 2022 has come to an end, another year come and gone, and another full year of some crazy anime goodness. You recently saw we did our 2022 anime awards, where we looked back on the best anime and all the different categories from 2022, but now it is time to look forward into 2023. That's right, today on Fraud on the Telly, we're going to be checking out the hottest, most hyped anime of winter 2023. As always, if you enjoyed the video, learned something new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that tiny bell so my videos go directly into your feed as well. Like we said, don't forget to check out our 2022 anime awards video from earlier in the week. And let's just get right into the video, guys. So we are here on the holiest of holy anime websites, Mal.
My anime list.
If you're an anime fan, you already know about Mal, the go-to site for everything that is anime. You can see here we are sorted by winter 2023 most popular animes, the animes that have been tagged to their list, the most popular ones, and we're gonna run through a ton of these, maybe check out some of their trailers, and see just if any of these are worth checking out. We start off with easily one of the most hyped animes of 2023, Vinland Saga Season 2. Yes, Vinland Saga Season 2, the most hyped, anticipated Season 2 of the crazy series Vinland Saga, which came out in 2019. One of my favorite animes, probably the best anime of 2019, if I'm remembering correctly. The funniest thing about Vinland Saga Season 1 of Vinland Saga is it's basically a prologue, a setup arc for the rest of the story, the rest of the anime and the manga, for what the story of Thorfinn is. Vinland Saga is kind of a historical fiction anime, one of my absolute favorite genres. I'm a sucker for historical fiction, and I love when anime dips into like European heritage, history, and fiction. I find it quite fun, and Vinland Saga follows the story of Thorfinn, a young Viking, Danish, if I remember correctly, warrior, a young lad, with Season 1 kind of following as Thorfinn's revenge arc, as he is a young, angry boy who is trying to take revenge for the death of his father, and we see him grow up in this crazy time period in this Nordic region. I think it's somewhere around 1000 AD is kind of the historical ish time period, as we have characters like Leif Erikson, as well as some other historically significant characters. Vinland Saga Season 1 was great. It was super hype. It was violent. It was intense. It was adult. It was everything we love in kind of modern anime. Modern mature anime. A new millennia begins in the southern part of Jutland Peninsula in Denmark. Thorfinn was bought by the landowner Ketil as a slave and engaged in land reclamation work on his farm. Thorfinn meets a young man there, Einar, who was a slave like him. The encounter of Einar led Thorfinn to face the sins he had committed and begin finding meaning in life. On the other hand, Canute, who's become the king of England, attempted to extend his territory for the establishment of the Promised Land.
This is the story of a true warrior saga, the story of atonement and salvation that lies beyond the prologue.
Pretty hype, wouldn't you say? As well, we see it's made by MAP Studios, the studio behind Attack on Titan, as well as plenty of your other favorite animes out there, like Chainsaw Man and plenty of others. Vinland Saga is definitely on my list of hyped upcoming animes to watch. I've been frantically waiting for the Season 2 of this show. We already know it's going to be great. I guess let's go ahead and give the trailer a watch, just to get a little hyped, shall we? Thorfinn! Oh, yes, he's older now, that's right. Mappa does have a very distinct animation style. A lot of this feels like Attack on Titan-esque to me, especially in kind of the art in a lot of ways. That's a sick panel. Look at him, he's so much older now. Thorfinn. This must be the slave guy that he was friends with, right? Einar in the... Yeah, that's probably what it is. Look at that art, bro. It looks so freaking good, man. That's... Mwah. Some good scenes there. Oh, Thorfinn, he lost his ear, bro. England. Titties.
人には得て増えてがあるのだ。人間、身に合った場所におるのが一番良い。違うぞ、親父。こいつは始まりだ。敵は強いぜ。
I should have put subtitles on.
探しておるのです。
Oh, it's Leaf! Leaf!
これから覚えていけばいい。一つ一つ。空っぽなら何でも入る。
God, the soundtrack for this is great in this trailer right now. I don't know what song this is or if this is part of the soundtrack. I assume it is, but it is, mwah, it is fantastic. Nice overhead kick there, a little up, high kick. Damn, that was super Berserk-esque. That panel right there, that scene right there was so Berserk-esque. Jesus. All for the sake of the love we have lost. Oh, it's so hard, bro. Oh, that is sick. Yeah, I can't wait. Easily the most hyped show anime of 2023, probably. Maybe behind like Tokyo Revengers. Season 2 comes out on January 10th-ish, so you got a few days to binge watch Season 1 of Vinland Saga, which I highly, highly recommend you do. It's super adult, it's intense, it's dark, it covers some very adult themes and tells a very like intense story of a really dark kind of time period. It really is kind of, I don't want to compare it to Berserk because that's not like a fair comparison, but it does give like Berserk-esque vibes in a lot of ways, at least to me. Okay, next, the second most popular anime apparently for 2023 is also another season 2. We got a bunch of season 2s coming here. This is Misfit of Demon King Academy. I'm not going to say the Japanese because I'm going to absolutely butcher it because there are some hard words right there. Now, this is another season 2. I watched the season 1 of this show. I can't remember what year season 1 of this show came out. It was a few years ago. I'm surprised that this is as popular as it is, but I guess season 1 of this show was pretty popular. Basically, the story is your classic kind of main character, super overpowered, harem-esque kind of reclamation of glory and power esque kind of anime. Our main character from season 1 is Anos. He is the demon king in question. Basically, 1,000 years ago in this universe, he lived as a demon king. He died or was destroyed and then said he was going to be reincarnated. Yeah, I'm not super interested in the second season of this show. Season 1 was all right. They did an interesting job kind of wrapping up the story, so I am kind of semi-curious what season 2 is going to be about. This gives me big Shield Hero vibes for season 2, I'm not gonna lie. You got your semi-overpowered main character. There's kind of like a harem-esque. There's a bunch of chicks that are with the main character. Harem trope is just something that I find kind of annoying. Most of the time it's not done very well, and yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of, it's not a good look for anime fans, is all I'm going to say. It's just been overdone, I think, and I find it a little cringe. Pretty surprised that this, the season 2 of this seems so hyped and popular. Season 1 was alright, not a bad show, just alright. Probably won't watch season 2, but I maybe watch a couple episodes just to see what it's about, but ultimately not my cup of tea. Next we have one of the most interesting animes that have come out in the last few years, another season 2. It is Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. Now, for some reason, anime fans or manga writers, authors seem to have some kind of obsession with this type of relationship dynamic. Oh, if you haven't seen this anime, you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but basically, Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro follows the story of two high school students, a senpai and their junior, the junior being Miss Nagatoro. In this case, and basically this is kind of a flirty relationship slice of life comedy-esque anime. He basically torments him and messes with him a bunch. And yeah, it's all about kind of a strange little relationship here. This is a trope we've seen play out a ton across many different manga and anime. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the fascination is with this kind of character dynamic relationship where you have a younger girl who's kind of a a bit of a bully, a bit of a jerk, kind of tsundere, a bit like mean, abusive, some might even say, but yet we have this strange like infatuation with her. Don't get me wrong, this show was pretty decent, but there is something that is kind of deeper, I think, that goes across anime. I mean, Chainsaw Man is another example of some strange, weird, toxic relationship, abusive, emotionally-esque relationship type thing going on here, and it makes me a bit worried about the manga writers in Japan. I would definitely check out this show. I mean, season 1 was pretty funny, but I'm not gonna lie, I've been wanting to do maybe a deeper video kind of about this and about this kind of relationship dynamic and kind of the whole tsundere, toxic, weird relationship dynamic that, like, for what it is, I don't know what it is. Manga writers, as well as, you know, people who consume anime, a lot of lonely young men out there seem to be obsessed with this weird relationship dynamic. Probably one of the most other hyped animes. I'm actually surprised that this isn't maybe the most hyped anime of 2023, but Vinland Saga is super hyped. And that's the second season of Tokyo Revengers, the kind of Christmas special. So Tokyo Revengers follows the story of Takemichi in a strange kind of, I guess, shonen slice of life, kind of sci-fi-esque anime. There's time travel. Takemichi has to go back in time to when he was, I think he was a middle schooler, basically to change events in the past to save a young girl who he fell in love with when he was a kid, who dies later on early as a young adult. One of my favorite things about Tokyo Revengers is the delinquent culture of Japan and how it kind of is intrinsic at the center of everything that's going on in the anime. Japan has this very interesting, like, delinquent, like, almost kind of, like, gangy-esque culture. Usually it's within high schools, middle schools, apparently. This kind of trope shows up in a bunch of animes where, like, a bunch of, like, high school students will get together in kind of, like, a gang, and be, like, one, super delinquently. Usually they wear their school uniform in kind of very interesting ways. They like to do their hair in very flamboyant, almost JoJo-esque. You'll probably notice that a bunch of characters in anime, like Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho, there's a bunch that have this kind of delinquent-esque hairstyle with a lot of gel and stuff. It's just a very unique subculture in Japan, one that I find absolutely fascinating, and Tokyo Revengers does a really fun job of kind of romanticizing this culture as well. They have one of the most awesome characters in any anime I've seen in a long time, our boy Mikey. Season 1 of Tokyo Revengers ended on a major, big, kind of cliffhanger plot note, and it seems like that is where we're going to pick up in Season 2. Let's go ahead and watch the trailer, shall we? This show gives me a lot of kind of JoJo vibes in terms of the intense kind of character design and how unique each character, like, artistically is, and I love that in anime. Oh, this must be the gang. The Bozuzuku. Oh, there he is. There's our boy Mikey, bro. Oh, also the music in this, also, mwah, fantastic. Great. Music is super, super good in this anime. What the heck is this? Tomo-Chan wa onanako. Tomo-Chan is a girl. Huh? Tomo Aizawa and Junshiro Jun Kubota are the tightest bros you'd ever seen. They roughhouse and spar, but through thick and thin, they've got each other's back. Yet there's one small problem. Tomo is in love with Jun. Since she was young, tomboyish Tono has just been another one of the guys. Due to his extreme muscle brain nature, Jun doesn't notice any of her advances, not when she explicitly confesses. To add insult to injury, for the longest time he didn't even realize that she was a girl. Follows the comedic hijinks of Tomo and her friends as she tries to catch... Okay. You know, actually, at first I was a little like, what the heck is going on here? Like, is this some yaoi anime? Like, what is this? Nothing against yaoi, but definitely there are some yaoi that are a little cringe. This, though, actually seems kind of funny, a little silly. So we have this relationship between two friends, I guess a really tomboy girl, and she really likes the guy, and the guy's a himbo and doesn't even realize that she's a girl, apparently. And is completely oblivious to her advances. Sounds funny. Sounds like very anime. I'm honestly surprised there hasn't been an anime like this before yet. Yeah, definitely has my attention. I'm curious how adult it's going to be. Let's go and give the trailer a watch, shall we? Oh, they gave her like a very, yeah, like a throaty kind of voice, like a boy kind of voice. Oh, she's cute though, bro. Oh, she's got the little, they gave her the little like devil tooth too as well. They made her super cute, bro. And it is funny how like that's funny. Okay. Okay. I'm in. I'm sold. That's funny. At first I wasn't sure, but I'm down to check that out. That's pretty good. I mean, this is a show that I wanted to check out because it had very unique art when I saw this. But yeah, the art of this anime was what drew me in. It has a very unique art style. And it looks pretty hype for a shonen, so I'm kind of down to check it out. It reminds me of like, it kind of reminds me of like Ruby, like a little bit, but not really. But also it has like DBZ art. Like there's a couple of characters that are very DBZ to me, like in their design. But it's got like weird CGI stuff. Like, I mean, but it looks crazy. I mean, like this dude's very like freaking Full Metal, like it's very Full Metal-y. Like this character is very like this character's so Bulmy, you know what I mean? Like this character is very DBZ. Yeah, it looks interesting. I like it. I like the design. I always think it's interesting when animes go away from the kind of the norm, the tradition of the anime kind of style, and go for like a very unique visual style. And this definitely has that. It looks intense. It looks fun. It's a shonen. You know what I mean? Big explosions, crazy power, character arcs. Yeah. Gives me some cyberpunk Edge Runner vibes, which you guys know is, what's my opinion, the best anime of 2022. So yes, down to check this out. I think maybe some people aren't interested because of the art style, but I'm always down to check out some unique art style. I have no idea what it's about, but it looks interesting. Toho, so, you know, has potential to be pretty good. Toho's a big studio. So, yeah. Okay, next up. This might be the final show we're going to cover because this show, well, this show is probably the most unique anime that we're gonna look at. This anime is very interesting. This is My Life and is a Inukai-sans Dog. And if you can't tell from the cover art here, this is a bit of an adult anime, that and the R+ mild nudity. So you know how we were talking about the strange kind of character trope theme of like a guy who likes to be stepped on by chicks, this kind of tsundere dominant, like almost mean, toxically abusive relationship between like a girl and kind of like a nerdy guy, I guess, kind of like a almost like incel-y-esque guy. That some anime like loves to obsess over this point. This is kind of like that to the extreme. They say every dog has his day. That's especially true for our protagonist, who was just turned into a dog and now lives every day under the care of his crush, Inukai-san. She happily dotes on her new companion, and while she wants to return to human form someday, there's something wonderful about being cared for by the person that he loves. So this is like Chainsaw Man levels of like strange character love, toxic relationship, like abusive level, like tactics, relationship dynamic, but like explicitly so. It's funny because in Chainsaw Man, Denji is like Makima's dog in like many ways. Thematically, this is like a through line that goes through Chainsaw Man. But in this anime, they just took it actually literally, where this guy just becomes this chick's dog. So yeah, let's watch the trailer. We may have to censor this. Oh, I can already tell this is some real Djinn shenanigans right here, bro. Look at this, dude. This is some Djinn shit. There's gonna be scenes where like she's like almost naked and he's a dog and like sees her and he's gonna like, oh my. Excuse. This is some Djinn shit, bro. Now this is some Djinn. Bro, this is lewd for a trailer. Oh my god. This is a lewd trailer. What did I just watch? What did I just watch? You know, guys, I think we as anime fans really don't do ourselves a lot of favors sometimes. People like to always shit on anime fans. They call us like degens. They think we're just obsessed over sex, that we all just watch hentai, that all anime is hentai. And it's ecchis like this that maybe are the reason why. Now, you know, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of lewd anime. I'm intrigued by this. It's definitely some horny bait. It definitely brings some very interesting dynamics of a relationship to mind. And it does make me worry about my fellow anime enjoyers and brethren out there, that we're trying to look for some kind of relationship like this, which just seems overall super fucked up. At the end of the day, though, you guys do you, I guess. People always talk about how they want that big titty goth dommy mommy, but I don't think they realize the exact what exactly the details that entails in a relationship. Now, I'm not going to shit on this anime for being completely degenerate. You know, every once in a while, I enjoy myself a well-fined connoisseur degenerate anime. I mean, Interspecies Review was like probably one of the best ecchis ever to be made, and I think it's sad that it may not get a season 2, but that's for another video altogether. This was interesting, to say the least, and I'll definitely be keeping my eye on my life as a Inukai-sans Dog. This shit comes out on January 7th, though I guess keep your eyes out for that. Yeah, I think we've been recording for a while now. I think that's gonna conclude our perusing of some of the most hyped and interesting animes of winter 2023. Let me know what you thought was interesting in the comments down below, as well as other animes that I could not get to. There's so many anime that's being pumped out right now. There's gonna be just loads of stuff that I miss, and other potentially really good shows. So let me know in the comments down below what you're most excited for 2023. Yeah, guys, I hope to see you in the next one. 2023 is gonna be a wild year. Stay safe out there. Until next time, peace, love, adieu.